They said healing would feel like peace, like sunlight and clarity, like finally being okay. But what if healing doesn't feel like that at all? What if it feels like crying for no reason, or pushing people away, or lying awake at night wondering if something's wrong with you? What if the hardest, messiest parts are the real beginning? Let's talk about it. I used to think healing would feel soft, gentle, like taking a walk through golden leaves, like breathing deeper, laughing easier. And yes, sometimes it does. But no one really warned me about the rest. No one said it might feel like confusion, or grief, or like losing everything that once felt familiar. No one said that healing might make me feel worse before it makes me feel whole. And that not feeling okay might actually mean I'm on the right track. We're told that healing means progress, that it's supposed to look like feeling better, doing better, being better. But here's the truth. Sometimes healing feels like breaking. And it's not because you're getting worse. It's because you're breaking patterns, breaking silence, breaking away from stories that never belonged to you. And there's a grief that comes with that, even if you know you're growing, even if you're doing the right thing. So if it hurts, maybe that's the sign, not of failure, but of depth. There's a quiet moment most people don't talk about. When you begin to shift, you set a boundary and feel lonelier than ever before. You stop numbing, and suddenly the sadness has nowhere to hide. You tell the truth, and the room goes quiet. And part of you wants to take it all back, to apologize, to shrink, to disappear. But another part knows this discomfort is different. It's not the pain of staying stuck. It's the pain of getting free. Healing for me hasn't just been about gaining peace. It's been about losing things. Losing the self I pretended to be. Losing connections that only worked when I stayed small. Losing dreams I once clung to because they made others proud. And that loss felt like failure. But maybe it was actually a beginning. Maybe falling apart was necessary, because the parts of me that were crumbling weren't really mine. They were masked, and the real me, the one underneath, needed room to breathe. There are days I feel clear, calm, capable. And then there are days when I can't get out of bed. When I snap, when I forget everything I thought I'd learned. And before, I'd shame myself. What's wrong with me? I was doing so well. Now I try to whisper instead. You're not broken. You're integrating. Because healing doesn't move in straight lines. It loops, it spirals, it returns. You're not going backwards. You're going deeper. Here's something that surprised me. Even peace can feel unfamiliar. If your body has lived in survival for years, then stillness might feel like danger. Love might feel suspicious. Safety may feel fake. Your nervous system isn't resisting healing. It's relearning what it means to not be under threat. And that takes time. So if calm feels uncomfortable, that's not a sign to run. It's a sign to stay, gently, and let your body catch up. You're healing when you stop explaining yourself, when you let yourself cry, when you say no, even if your voice trembles, when you stop proving your worth. You're healing when you notice your patterns and meet them with compassion instead of shame. When you take a deep breath and stay present. When you feel the urge to fix everything, but choose rest instead. It might not look like much. It might feel slow, uncertain, messy. But what mess? That's where the roots are growing. So if it doesn't feel good right now, if it feels like sadness or confusion or undoing, that doesn't mean you're failing. That might mean you're finally telling the truth. Healing doesn't always feel like light. Sometimes it feels like shadow, like grief, like stillness so deep it feels like falling. But falling isn't always bad. Sometimes it's how we land in ourselves again. So stay with the mess. Stay with the slowness. Stay with the process. This isn't the end. It's the middle of something real. And one day you'll look back and see this part that felt like collapse was actually the beginning of coming home.